Hi, and welcome to the Garden City Community Chat Show, episode number 620, with your hosts Carrie, Tom, and Mike. Their guest for tonight is certified life coach Joy LoPiccolo. Enjoy the show.
Well, hello, Garden City and all our neighbors. This is episode number 620 of the Garden City Community Chat Show. It's Thursday. May the 4th be with you, 2023. I'm sure you're all tired of hearing that. But hey, may the 4th be with you. We're so happy you could be with us tonight. We hope you're all safe and doing well. I am your host, Carrie, and also joining me tonight are my co-hosts, Garden City's very own meteorologist, Dr. Tom Iwinski. Tom, how you doing?
Good. Can come out of the shadows now that the sun's out and everyone's in a better mood.
Exactly. Also, former Garden City councilman and past president of the Garden City Kiwanis, Mr. Mike Jones. How are you, Mike?
Excellent, Carrie, but I'm getting better. Thank you.
That's great. So look, tonight, our guest is another local business owner. She is a certified life mastery consultant coach. We're pleased to have her here tonight. Joy LoPiccolo from Embrace Joy Coaching will be here joining us shortly. We'll find out about all the services that she provides and much more. Also, Mike is here with the latest community events for you. But first up, Dr. Tom. He'll be here shortly, and I think he has some warm news for us, hopefully. But before we get to Tom, we want to remind you, if you are watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and post your comments and questions in the comment section, or you can email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, which you will find up on the screen right under my name, right there. Or you can text us at 734-788-9319. We also want to take a quick minute to say thank you to all of you who listen and support us every Thursday night, not only from our hometown of Garden City, but several of our surrounding communities as well. We really appreciate everyone's support. And remember, we'll continue to promote not only our community, but yours as well. Hey, this month we are celebrating 13 years on the air. Can you believe it, Tom? 13 years.
No, flies by every day.
Yeah, what a ride, eh? From all the technical issues we used to have, knock on wood, we don't have that no more. And speaking of community, if your organization or business has any events or announcements or cancellations that you'd like to get out to our listeners, and you'd like to be featured on our show, what should they do, Mike?
They should email us, Carrie.
Right. Email the details to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or on our Facebook page at facebook.com/gcchat. And Mike would be more than happy to pass that information along for you. We also encourage any local business to check out and join the Garden City Business Alliance and see what great things they can do for you. For more information, go to gardencitybusinessalliance.org. All right, let's get Tom in here with a check of the latest weather, and then we're going to spend some time chatting with our guest, life coach Joy LoPiccolo. So stand by.
Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away.
Hello, my friend. Good day today.
Yeah, definitely a change of pace than what we were just stuck under. I mean, it was just a stubborn low that did not want to move and just get clouds, rain, and cooler temperatures. And now that's finally kicking out of the region, and had to figure out what that bright ball was in the sky. I don't. We haven't seen it in a while. It
UFO.
was what that was, and it was a nice change of pace for sure.
Yes.
All kidding aside, and does a lot for the psyches when the sun comes back out after being gone for quite a while. And the good news is that we're today was no exception, getting into so much more warmer air. As that sun came back, so did the temperatures. We got into the low to mid 60s today, so a nice mild day out there. Winds weren't too bad as well, and this trend is going to continue over the next couple days. So another pretty good day on tap tomorrow. We're going to see a lot of sunshine, a little bit of clouds mixed in as well, but for the most part, not expecting any issues tomorrow. Temperatures are going to get to the upper 60s tomorrow, so getting even a little bit warmer than today. So good news on that front. The other good news is that overnight lows aren't expected to get any more chillier than probably the next couple nights. So we're probably going to get into the low 40s over the next couple nights, but I don't see any 30s or anything below that. So if you're a gardener and have a little itch to get things going, we're looking pretty good long term as well. So maybe this is finally the end of kind of winter's chill out there. So good news on that front. But other than that, Friday's looking pretty good. And getting into the weekend, Saturday is still looking like it's going to be a pretty good day as well. We'll probably see a little bit more cloud cover building in on Saturday than kind of on Friday. So a little bit more increase in cloud cover, but still going to get fairly mild, well into the low 70s for temperatures on Saturday. And we'll continue that trend into Sunday as well. Probably we'll still get into the low 70s, but it'll overall be more on the cloudy side getting into Sunday as well. So the weekend ain't going to be terrible. It's just not going to be as sunny, but still fairly warm. Getting into the low 70s for temperatures. And as we kind of get into next week, that's when we will begin to introduce our best chances for some rain, probably into Monday. And into Monday has the best chances for some afternoon and evening rain showers as it kind of moves, traverses the region. Could even be some heavier downpours at times. So that's probably the biggest threat of some rain as we go into the foreseeable future. It's just one day. Temperatures are still going to get fairly mild leading up to this, probably into the low 70s before we have some rain showers developing during the afternoon hours. And then pretty much winding down as we get into the evening hours as we have that kind of diurnal swing of obviously that peak heating of the day sparking some rain. And then as we kind of get toward Tuesday and into Wednesday as well, we're definitely going to see the dry air coming back in. We're still going to probably deal with a little bit of cloud cover on Tuesday as the system still is departing, just like Saturday leading up to the system. But overall, it's still going to be fairly mild getting into Tuesday, still into the probably the low 70s still. So kind of you getting a trend that we're starting to get into more of a kind of a consistent pattern with temperatures getting into probably the low 70s over the next couple days and staying fairly mild, even if we get some clouds and some rain at times to move through. As we kind of get toward mid next week, we're going to continue to kind of deal with this milder temperatures by kind of Wednesday and into Thursday. We're definitely going to see a lot more sunshine as we continue to get away from the system that's going to be giving us some rain on Monday and getting into some more sunshine. Temperatures on Wednesday will probably get again into the lower 70s. And on Wednesday and then on Thursday, that potential could get into the mid 70s. So getting a little bit warmer, getting toward next Thursday and still looking fairly dry at this point. So good news if you have any outdoor plans on Thursday, especially during kind of the daytime hours, still looking fairly mild and into the evening hours as well on Thursday. And then as we kind of get toward the end of the work week on Friday and into Saturday, then we're going to probably deal with a little bit more probably some more cloud cover and some more on and off rain showers getting toward the end of next week. It's obviously it's a little far out, so we're going to reserve those fine tuner details until we get closer. But still, nevertheless, we're still going to be fairly mild to end the work week, probably remaining into the mid 70s toward the end of the work week and into the following weekend. And we're already up to mid-May at this point. So really flying through May already.
Yeah, I know.
It's faster every year. I feel like the year just flies by. But
Yep.
other than that, we're finally breaking down that stubborn pattern. And that's just kind of the reiteration of this forecast that we're finally seeing much more milder temperatures and much more drier conditions moving back into the region. So enjoy that, because I know a lot of people were ready for that kind of crummy weather to get out of here. Other than that, the weather's been fairly active remaining across kind of the southern U.S. with some severe weather continuing kind of across the southern plains. The UP of Michigan got into some crazy winter weather. I don't know if you heard, but places near Marquette got over 2 feet of snow. Oh my goodness. In the month of May, let alone any time of year, but that's now a distant memory as it continues to melt up there. So it can happen, but the good news is that I don't see any more crazy winter weather for at least us in the long term. So I think that's a distant memory as well. So other than that, the weather's been just fairly kind of bits and pieces craziness all across the U.S. The West, especially the Pacific Northwest, is just dealing with a lot of active weather and flooding up there as well. So busy times, but we're kind of getting into a more quieter period. So enjoy that and enjoy the milder temperatures. If you want to keep tuned to all my local weather information, just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com, and it will keep you updated as we get into some much more milder air. So enjoy it.
All right. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
So is it safe to plant, or should they wait till after Mother's Day? That's what we usually do.
The tall tour task is usually to wait until after Mother's Day, but I don't see anything in the long term that really scares me. Just the next couple nights we could get into the low 40s, but then as we kind of get toward the weekend and into next week, lows are going to be into the low 50s. And continuing that trend, getting probably up into mid-May and then maybe dropping back down into the upper 40s. But I don't see any 30s or anything like that. It's just, I know that it's getting so close that people just want to do it. But I don't see anything too scary in the long term.
Right, right. All right. Well, thank you, sir. You have a great night.
Sounds good, guys, and I'll talk to you later.
All right. Take care. All right, let's do a shout out here real quick before we get to our guest. We have Michelle Gerard from Florida watching. I would assume she's there. Paul Wernhand's in there. Ed Wilhite from Hog's Backyard Barbecue. Appreciate you guys. Barb Reddy is in there. Patty Fix. Let's see. Shannon Coffee, the notary babe, for all your notary needs. Get a hold of Shannon. Also, Garden City Fire Chief Kathy Harmon is in there. Mrs. Chad is in there as well. Good to see everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. John Murray is present. How you doing, John? Thank you for watching. We appreciate that. And Michael Bingle just popped in. How you doing, Michael? Good to see you. All right, let's introduce our guest for tonight. She is a certified life mastery consultant / coach and the founder of Embrace Joy Coaching. Please welcome Joy LoPiccolo. Let's get her in here. Hi, Joy. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks, Carrie, for having me on. And hello, Mike.
Hello, Joy.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.
Well, I just appreciate your commitment to this community and having this podcast. So thanks for having me on.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We love what we do, right, Mike?
Oh,
you better believe it.
Yeah.
We're doing something right, I guess. 13 years. I don't know.
Right. You must want to do this for a podcast if it's been going on for 13 years. Yes.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So, Joy, tell us a little bit about yourself, qualifications, what made you become a life coach, et cetera, et cetera.
Great question. So, my name is Joy, but for many, many years, I did not like my name. I have experienced a lot of different traumatic events in my life, and that didn't That didn't stop me though. I did go ahead and pursue my bachelor's degree in teaching. I
Mhm.
used to teach at Ford Motor Company for many
Yeah.
years, and then I went back to school and got my master's degree in adult education. But my real passion is to work with trauma survivors. So I've
Oh,
been doing that now for 20 years.
very important.
But
Wow.
yeah, very important. But really, my passion, not only with trauma survivors, but when I first started processing my own trauma, I met a lady who was in her 80s and she had never told anyone what she
Mm,
had experienced.
mm,
And her life was very bitter. Her physical health was terrible.
Mm.
And that's when I said, you know what? I want to make sure no one lives a life like that. No one should have to wait 80 years to be free. So
mhm.
that's what I do.
Wow, that's incredible. And a master's too. Wow, a lot of schooling there.
I did. You never stop learning. Never, never.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
true.
I want to
Every
be a
day,
lifelong learner.
right?
Exactly. Yes.
Every day you learn something new, don't you?
Right. Definitely.
So, what is the definition of a coach? And I'm
That
going to put up here this one.
Yeah,
In,
that is a very common question. And I do have a background in being a lay counselor, but a coach is not a therapist. A coach, in a lot of ways, is a cheerleader.
hmm
So, and a person that can encourage you in your dreams and your goals, but even going deeper and finding out what are some lies that you have been thinking your entire life. I mean, it can go all the way back to somebody called on you in third grade to solve a math problem on the chalkboard and you didn't know what to do, and all the kids started laughing.
right.
So that ends up driving some of the decisions that you make in your business. You may
Mhm.
not feel very confident. So a coach can come alongside you and figure out where some of those lies came from. Why are you not feeling confident? But then really holding you accountable, finding out what you want to do in your life. I know many people that I've worked with who have had health issues
Mm,
that they have struggled with the fact that they feel like they've lost their identity.
mm,
They're not able to do the things that they used to do. And so helping them find their purpose once again, even in the midst of a health issue or other types of trauma. So that's
mhm.
what a coach does.
Well, yeah, and yeah, I can agree with health issues. I've had several health issues, and just recently with my fractured neck. But I think what got me through is my wife, my family, where I don't think I needed that coaching. You know what I mean. They more or less did that for me,
Hmm.
and I'm a strong person too. I think, which helped.
Hmm. And there's different people that handle trauma in different ways. Some
Yep.
people are able to process it themselves. Some people have, like you said, family members that can be an encouragement to them. And then other individuals need more of a professional. So it just depends on the situation. So I'm glad that you have those individuals in your life that are
Yeah,
helping
that you need that
you. Hmm.
support system. You really
Oh,
do.
definitely. And actually, Carrie, you brought up a good point is individuals, not just with health issues, but the caregivers.
Yes, yes.
They need the
That can
support and they need a shout out to what they're doing.
right, right. Because I know
Mhm,
when my mother-in-law was going through, her issues before she passed, my wife, and the kids were caregivers. They were basically, and it's tough. It is
mhm,
so hard on the to caregivers. It really is.
mhm, mhm. And sometimes with a coach, it's a preventive
Mm,
situation too, is
mhm,
if you know that your parents are getting to that point where you are gonna need to be a caregiver, then how do you do that? How do you come up with where you're actually taking care of yourself?
yeah.
And so having a coach can go ahead and help you prepare for that time of your life because it
Mhm,
does come.
yeah,
Exactly. Mhm.
exactly.
Mhm.
So yeah, some of the reasons then a person would need a life coach is the trauma in their life if they're going through health issues and like that, right?
A lot of different things. As a matter of fact, today we had another mass shooting,
Yes.
and the news actually said we've had 190 mass shootings, and we're only in May.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And it's terrible. And one of the things that we don't realize is even if we've not been there or we don't have any family members that were in that shooting, it affects every single person in the world
Right.
because it makes us realize we really don't have as much control as we think we do.
Mm-hmm.
And so every day we're faced with different types of trauma. And like I said, some individuals, they can process it, pretty easily. But I had an individual that she called CNN constant negative news.
Mm.
And so we need to make sure what we're listening to. Is
Social
it,
media.
oh my goodness.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
Yes. Negative and positive. It can be
It-
used for either.
yeah, it
But
can.
yeah.
If it's used right, it's a great tool.
Right, exactly. But individuals who have gone through divorce. I have an individual that I worked with that she lost her son to SIDS. He was 3 months
Mm.
old.
Oh.
Mm.
And that happened years ago, but she's still dealing with all that trauma. And, it affects her marriage, it affects her health, physical health. So you just never know what someone is facing. When you see someone in the grocery store and they're being rude, think about what's behind all that. Are they facing in their life right now?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
just don't know. Hmm.
And yeah, like with all this turmoil and the mass shootings, people are getting to the point where they're just afraid to go anywhere.
Right. And that goes back to the pandemic too,
Yes.
is we are still living through the trauma of the loss that we had, loss of loved ones. I mean,
Mhm.
many of us lost loved ones to COVID, but your businesses, there's so many businesses that had to go under or they had to revamp what they were doing. And so also working with businesses is something that I'm passionate about too, is
Yeah.
figuring out what do they want to do now?
Yeah, I wanted to get into
Hmm.
that in a little bit, but when you do work with people that um, it's like depressed issues, when does it affect you as a coach? When do you have to step back?
That is one reason why many years ago I decided I did not want to be a licensed counselor
Okay.
because it is very hard to separate yourself from
Yeah.
an individual who's going through all of that. Obviously, I am an empath, so I care very deeply for that person. But
Mhm.
what I have to do is I'm a very faith based person, and I have to pray ahead of time and realize that I'm not the one that's going to fix them. My
Mhm.
God actually fixes them. And so that way, and then I ask that anything that they say will be removed from me after our conversation. So I
Okay.
don't carry on their pain. But yeah, that's a great question, Carrie.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. My wife says being the caregiver takes a toll, but thankfully we were able to get through with our family and dear friends, but not everyone is that blessed.
Yeah,
And that's
definitely.
very true, isn't it?
Hmm.
You need that support. You also provide coaching around the country virtually as well, right? Not just local.
Right. And that's one thing that has been a blessing of COVID
Right.
is, I
Everybody's
mean,
on Zoom.
yeah, right. I never even heard of the word Zoom.
Yeah.
And so the support, I actually run a support group as well for women. And so we used to do that in person.
Mhm.
And now that I'm able to do it virtually, there are women from all over the country that come and I meet a lot of new people that way. So it is a great way. And what's interesting too is when it's virtual, they are more apt to share than they would have in person.
Mm.
So I don't know why that is, but it kind of
Yeah.
I guess that separation of technology, they're more vulnerable. Hmm.
They open up a little more to you, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, which
Yeah.
is a benefit. Yes, for
Yeah.
their healing. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, Zoom. I mean, this is a benefit of COVID. It really is. I'm
Hmm.
getting ready to open the studio back up, and I'm going to have them back in studio hopefully soon. But I mean, it has remotely has really helped
Hmm.
our show. I know.
It's kind of funny because when I did my master's degree, I did my master's in adult education and instructional technology, and my dissertation was on the benefits of e-learning. Well, that was many years ago before people realized
Oh my
the
gosh,
importance of e-learning,
isn't
and
that
the
something?
team that I presented my dissertation to said that's never going to happen.
Oh,
Well,
surprise!
I think they're rethinking what my dissertation was on. So,
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
right.
So, Joy, why don't you explain some of the services that you provide?
hmm
I know you talk to businesses as well, employees as well. You're a speaker, and one-on-one as well.
Right. So the biggest thing for me is the one-on-one.
Mhm.
And individuals who, like I said, who've gone through different traumatic events, either health or life after divorce, or like I mentioned, health issues.
Mhm.
But I also was in a situation where I was in extreme debt after a divorce. And
Mm.
so I have learned a lot of different financial principles and became debt free. And so working one on one, depending on the individual, to see what my personal experience can help them with, but also a lot of the certifications. Like I said, I'm a lifelong learner. So I have a
Mhm.
lot of certifications in a lot of different areas. So
Wow.
doing one-on-one is really important to me. And I have different coaching programs. Some of them are 12 weeks, some of them are 6 months, or you
Mhm.
can go through a coaching program for 12 months. But so there's different programs for the individual based on what they need.
Mhm.
Like you said, I have done public speaking for a really long time. Part of that is because I was a teacher for over 15 years.
Oh, okay.
And I was actually part of Toastmasters for a while. So that
Oh.
helped as well in doing public speaking. But like I said, helping businesses reformat what they're doing right now. I heard of a business who, during the pandemic, they make t shirts. And so they had all this material and they didn't know what to do. And they were going to have to send their employees home,
Mm.
and they realized, when rethinking their purpose, they started making masks. So the
Ah.
employees came back, they kept them 6 feet apart, they tore
Oh.
up those t-shirts that they had, and they
Started
revamped the entire company. And
Isn't that
obviously
something?
they made a great deal of out of money during COVID. So helping
Sure.
businesses figure out what their purpose is, and figuring out too how to work with employees, because employees have a different mindset now than they did before too.
Mhm. Mhm.
hmm
Yeah. What about people that are like laid off? I mean, I would imagine they need that coaching as well, right?
Exactly. And some of that is related to their sense of identity.
Mhm.
They lost their jobs. So now who
They were
are
the
they?
breadwinner. Yeah.
A lot of times people will focus their identity on their work, or focus their identity on their family. And so when that happens, they don't know what to do with their lives. And
Yeah.
so really dialing in as to what they love, and encouraging them, setting goals, putting action plans together. I actually have a background in career coaching as well. So helping them, I actually did career coaching with the homeless down in Houston many years ago. And so helping them with that, figuring out their resume, figuring out their skills and abilities, what actually makes them smile.
Mm.
hmm
Okay. And another thing, so many people are working remotely from home now. We have all these empty office buildings, so I'd imagine that employees would want to talk to you about that as well.
Definitely.
That's
And
probably pretty
yes,
depressing for them, right?
right. And it's interesting because some of the businesses are starting to rent out their space.
Mhm.
So, for example, if someone is working remotely and they have a lot of kids running through the house, they may want to set a couple days aside to actually be in an office setting to actually
Right.
get more work done.
Yes, yes.
So then there are businesses that they can contact and rent a conference room. So that
Mhm.
way that space is not just not being used, for
Yeah.
example. So that is another resource that people I may not realize.
I know working from home, you have to be so disciplined. You really have to be. I don't think I could do it. I mean, a lot of people do it. My son does it every day,
Uh-huh.
and you have to be so disciplined, don't you?
Right. And I think one of the comments that I remember when I did present my dissertation, they said no one's going to be able to do that personally, is not be in the office. But some of us, we love it. It just
Yeah,
depends on the person. And
sure.
it depends on the type of business, of course, if you can work remotely. But there's so many companies now that are realizing you don't have to be in the office.
Right. They're just accepting the fact.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
Right.
just it's just all these office buildings that are sitting there now, though, empty. I
Right,
mean,
right.
ooh, that's tough.
And that's another thing, is to figure out, okay, maybe use the space for a different
Think
reason,
outside the
or
box. Right.
right. Exactly. We do need to think outside the box. And that, again, that's a benefit of COVID is we really had to start thinking outside the box. Definitely.
Now you are offering a free seminar or webinar. I'm sorry.
hmm
You want to tell us a little bit about that and what's involved?
Definitely. So at least once a month, I do a webinar, and I focus a lot on some of the current events. For example, last month I talked a lot about the trauma of those mass shootings. But
Mhm.
this coming May 10th, which Wednesday, May 10th, we're going to be focusing on growing into your success. So, of course, growing based on spring, which thank you,
Mhm.
Doppler Tom, for
Mhm.
announcing we will not have to have snow anymore in Michigan.
Right.
You just never know
I'm
if you're
still
going to get
knocking on
snow.
wood.
Right? Sometimes you just kind of wonder if it's going to still show up, but
Right.
luckily we're not in the UP. But growing into your
Yeah.
success, I'm going to be talking about goal setting. I'm going to be talking about how to remove the weeds in your life. And those weeds could be toxic relationships, toxic
Okay.
thinking. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, how you can actually learn from the weeds that you have in your life. So, we're going to go through several of those things, but it's going to be an hour webinar and it is virtual.
Okay.
So, it starts at 8 p.m. Wednesday,
And
the 10th. Yes.
and how do they actually get onto the webinar? How would they do that?
The website that you see on the screen, you can go to that website and
Okay.
click the button that says register,
Oh, okay.
and you'll go ahead and receive the Zoom link and come on in.
Oh, okay. Great.
Mhm.
Great. All right. Sounds good. Anything else that you wanted to cover while I have you here? I know you had a few other notes you said.
Well, one of the other things I did mention that I do run a support group for women. That is through Merriman Road Baptist Church,
Mhm.
and but I do have women that come virtually from
Mhm.
all over the country. That is on Tuesday nights. The next session of the support group will start May 16th.
Okay.
So it is for women. It is faith based, and you can register at mrbc.us.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Sounds good. Yeah,
And that
we're
is no cost. That is a ministry that I offer. So no cost for the support group.
oh, no cost for that as well.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
Now, when you go and talk to business owners and their employees, what is the cost there? I mean, does it vary or
It varies. It depends on how long I'll be speaking,
how
how
many
many
employees?
individuals are going to be there.
Right.
So that's really a one-on-one decision between the company and myself.
Okay. Okay.
hmm
Sounds good. All right. It was really a pleasure to have you tonight.
Well, thanks again. And I hope to go ahead and help at least one person that's listening. That's why I'm here.
Right. Absolutely. And they can contact you right up there on screen, right?
That's correct. joy.embracejoycoaching@gmail.com. Or again, the link to my website is what is it? linktr.ee/being restored to joy. So all that information is on the screen.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you again. I mean, it's really interesting and you're doing great work. I don't know if I could do it really. You know, it's a tough job talking to, people with different trauma in their life and that, you got to be a special person. And I think that's what you are.
Well, when,
Yeah.
again, if you've experienced and you see the transformation in your own life, you want to make sure that that other person never has to experience what you did. And
Right.
unfortunately, 3 out of 5 women have been sexually assaulted.
Mm. Well,
The numbers are extreme. And so
three out
I'm an
of five.
example of someone who's been restored from abuse. And so then I
Mm.
love helping another person to go through the same thing, go through that
Wow.
transformation. So thanks again, Carrie.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. You're a strong woman. Thanks again for what you do and come back anytime, okay?
Thank you for inviting me.
And
Definitely.
and one other thing, if you ever have, any more webinars or events, send them along to me and Mike will address those for you and get them out.
Oh, great idea. Thanks for mentioning that.
Yeah, actually, if you even have flyers made up, send me a flyer and we can get it right up on screen.
Okay, I will do that. And also, actually, for the support group that I do for women, I
Yeah.
can send you a brochure that tells you a little bit about that support group.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds
Okay, I'll
good.
do that.
All right, Joy, you take care and have a great evening.
You too.
Thanks again.
Mental health is such a need these days.
Oh yeah. Mike, anything else?
No, I just want, like I said, we have such a great need in this country for
Yes.
mental health assistance.
Exactly.
A lot of people that are lonely, isolated.
Yeah. And our police, they're not trained for that, that mental health advice, right?
No,
That's a good point too, Carrie, is
Yeah.
maybe I need to reach out because there is a lot of training that needs to happen even in the legal. Yeah,
Yes,
police.
exactly.
Definitely. Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jot that down.
I will reach out that way. Perfect.
All right. Take care. See you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
All right. Good information there, huh? Wow. That's special work she does there. That's for sure.
yeah, it's,
All right. Once again, you can contact Joy at 734-748-2359. Or once again, her email is joy.embracejoycoaching@gmail.com. And she will take care of you, talk you through any discomfort that you may be experiencing. Don't hold it in. You need to talk to somebody. Talk to her.
absolutely.
All right. I did want to mention real quick, and Michael Bingle, I hope that you're listening. I wanted to thank the firefighters. Today is National Firefighter Day, and I see Garden City Fire Chief Kathy Harmon's in there. Thank you, Kathy, for your service. Appreciate that. She is a short timer. She's going to be retiring June 30th of this year. 30 plus years, nearly 40 years total. And we can't thank you enough, Kathy, and your whole department for what you do. So appreciate it. Also, sad news today on the Red Wing front. Peter Klima died.
Oh yeah, died in his
58
50s.
years old.
Yeah.
Wow, young. Sad, very sad. So, Michael, I hope you were listening. Pay attention. That's a little joke. We were going back and forth on Facebook a little bit today. All right, moving on. The next city council meeting is Monday, May the 8th, 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6000 Middle Belt Road. These meetings are a good way for you to get involved and voice any concerns that you may have as well. All right, you ready, Mike? Let's get Mike in here
Yes, sir.
with some community events. So stand by, Mike.
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day
Okay, it's time
when
for
you make me cry.
announcement.
You say you're
Let's
gonna
get Mike
leave.
in here.
You
Mike,
know it's a lie, 'cause it'll be the day when I die.
All right, good job. We got a few here we got to get to.
Wayne County Veteran Services every Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 to 4:30 at the Radcliffe Center, 1751 Radcliffe Street in Garden City. Please call Wayne County to make an appointment. 313-506-0302. The American Legion Department of Veteran Affairs meets every Tuesday from 9 to 3.
Yep, at Radcliffe.
Yeah. Garden City Senior Center Thrift Shop, located at the Maplewood Center, 31735 Maplewood Street in Garden City. The hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2. And they have a $2 bag sale every day. Includes only the clothing items located on the tables. Donations are accepted Monday through Saturday. Garden City Senior Center presents jewelry making with Angie's Adornaments every fourth Thursday of the month from 11:30 to 12:30. It's a $10 registration fee. It takes place at the Radcliffe Center. It's for ages 18 and up.
Right on.
Shannon Coffey, one of our most faithful listeners and one of a past guest, the Notary Babe.
Whoops, sorry about that.
Yeah, you took that away. Yeah, she offers mobile notary, visual notary, loan signing agent. You can contact her at 734-469-8821 or www.notarybabeshan.com.
Yes, does good work.
Yeah. Yoga at the Radcliffe Center, Mondays at 5 p.m. and Thursdays at 5:45 p.m., Saturdays at 10 a.m. until June 10th. Drop in a $6 punch card for $28. Punch card includes 8 visits. They have a meditation class on Mondays at 6:30. Drop in for that is $6. The punch card is $28.
Oh boy.
Okay, Notre Dame Lounge. They have all kinds of stuff, including tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo.
Yep.
The public is welcome. Food specialties available after 5 p.m. $2 two tamales for $9 with Spanish rice and refried beans.
Wow.
Friday, May 5th, happy hour from 3 to 6. Drink specials at 3144 South Wayne Road in downtown Wayne.
Wow. That's a big celebration.
Yeah. Microsoft Office for Beginners. This is for ages 13 and up. It's a $30 3-week course. It's on Tuesday evenings starting, it started May 2nd.
Right.
From 6 to 7 at the Radcliffe Center Computer Lab, which is a new lab, and they got some good facilities there.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. It started, I think, last week, and yeah, they're doing a good job. Good turnout. Neighborhood
Watch meets every second Tuesday of every month. So the next meeting is on May 9th. It'll be at 7 p.m. at the Garden City Police Department. Mother's Day celebration at the Garden City Senior Center on Friday, May 12th from 12 to 3. Tickets are $20. Tickets are already on sale. They'll have live music, weekend comeback, catered lunch provided by Kathy's Catering, giveaways, and a 50-50 raffle. Kathy's Catering does a good job. They do our Kiwanis meetings every week.
Yeah, I think Cheryl and I are going to that. I got to get my ticket Wednesday.
Yeah.
From you.
Mother and Son Dance. Tickets are $20 per person. It's on Saturday, May 13th from 6 to 8. There'll be dancing, games, and a catered dinner at the Radcliffe Center. 2023 Lucky Squirrel Outdoor Flea Market Craft and Vendor Event. Over 150 vendors, arts, crafts, antiques, and more. First one is May 20th, and then July 22nd and September 16th from 10 to 3 in the Garden City Town Center parking lot on the northeast corner of Ford and Middlebelt.
Yep.
Garden City gives a boot. Gently new or gently used boots. Donate new or gently used boots on Saturday, May 20th from 10 to 3 p.m. at the Lucky Squirrel Garden City Farmers Market lot. Southeastern Michigan Veterans Stand Down Incorporated is sponsoring that.
Mm-hmm.
Art, food, and live music and shopping. An indie art and craft jam on the third Sunday in May and September at 5805 Central in Garden City from 12 to 5. Paint the ice. I'm not sure why you want to paint the ice.
I still haven't found out what this is. I wish somebody would let me know.
Yeah. You would think it makes skating awful tough. Well, it's going to take place on Wednesday, May 24th from 2 to 9. $10 for a cup of paint. Space is limited. Register today.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, people are going to do their great Picassos out there on the ice. I have no clue.
Yeah. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Give the gift of dignity. This is going to be is that Notre Dame?
Yeah.
3144 South Wayne Road in Wayne, Michigan. It's every child deserves to play. Dignity Drive. Items to create summer trips for youth, foster care. Donations are needed.
PJs.
Use summer PJs.
Chalk.
Bubbles.
Stuff.
Sidewalk chalk, yes.
Donation.
Interested in becoming a market vendor? The Westland Farmers and Artisan Market opens on May 25th and runs through October 12th, except for August 3rd. That's 3 to 7 p.m. on Thursdays for vendor application. Yeah, anyway.
Oh, there. I'm sorry.
For vendor application and market policies, visit www.westlandfarmersmarket.com.
.com.
The Wayne Open Air Farmers and Artesian Market every Wednesday from 3 to 7 at the Notre Dame Hall starting May 31st, 3144 South Wayne Road in downtown Wayne.
Yeah, they're all going to be opening soon.
Yep. A mom-to-mom sale on Saturday, June 3rd. It's $20 per table. It's going to be at the Radcliffe Center. Boys, that's the address. $2.
$20 per table.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Was-
$2 early bird, 8:30 to 9:30, and $1 regular, 9:30 to 2. Cash only.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little fine print.
Yeah. Tutoring Tots, which is teaching others their strengths, by Demita Du Bois, Mrs. D. She's an owner certified tutor, Garden City DF, virtual and in-person tutoring tots at yahoo.com. You can contact her at 313-932-1201 or 313-623-1866. So we're open to K-12 all year round, making education a priority and not an opinion.
Right. Want to give a shout out to Wanda Jackson is in there. Also Moose Janes. I think that's Marty. How you doing? For joining us. Appreciate that. This is a good deal here.
Yeah, Westland Rotary Club is sponsoring a Detroit Tigers baseball suite raffle. Tickets are $20. That's not bad for a suite.
No.
Licensed. No, that's their license number. Game is going to be held on June 10th at 1:10 p.m. It's Tigers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Winner receives the Fifth 30 Bank Suite accommodates 18 people.
Wow.
And 5 parking passes. Suite donated by Fifth Third Bank.
Yeah, those parking passes are like gold, eh, Mike?
Oh, yeah. And
you know that.
Illich keeps selling the parking lots for development, so there's even fewer of them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Kids Dodgeball. Show off your best throw, catch, and dodge moves. Wednesdays, June 14th through August 2nd, 6 to 7 p.m. at the Radcliffe Center. It's, I can't read that. Is that 8 weeks of matches?
Yeah, 8 weeks of matches, skills and ball techniques, parent-kid matches, and fun games.
For ages 7 to 11, cost is $30.
Yep.
Summer Art with Terry. Garden City Parks and Recreation is sponsoring this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a $50 charge, grades 1 through 3, starting June 19th through July 24th on Mondays from 4:30 to 6:30. Grades 4 through 6, starting June 23rd through July 27th, Thursdays from 6:30 to 3 p.m. And grades 7 through 12, starting June 19th through July 24th. Those are Mondays from 5:45 to 6:45.
Yeah, it's a 5-week course for $50. Not bad.
Okay. It's a big one.
Oh, this is huge.
Yeah, you have thousands of people there.
Yeah.
Berger Autistic School presents the 22nd annual Auto for Autism's car show to benefit Berger schools for students with autism. It'll be on Monday, June 19th from 4 to 9 p.m. in the Garden City Middle School, which is located at 1851 Radcliffe near Ford Road in Wildwood.
Mm-hmm.
Live music provided by Bonnie and the Working Girls, plus special guests working in. Delicious foods by R&J Smoked Meats. There's going to be merchandise, raffles, lots of trophies, dash plaques to the first 300 vehicles entrance. Carrie's going to be a judge, and I'm going to be a tabulator of the votes for
right.
various
We'll
things.
be there. Yeah. Stop by, say hi.
Yeah. Save the date, August 9th, 2023, for their annual Cruisin' with Step drive-in movie. This movie drive-in This free drive-in movie will take place at Steps Western Wayne County Resource Center, located at 450 South Vinoy in Westland.
Yeah, we don't know the movie yet, so we'll get more information as it gets closer. That's all I have, unless you got something.
Did you get in the mail? I guess I think it came today. The producers.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah,
yeah. Producers.
Inspire Theater's gonna. Next production will be The Producers. It's going to be Fridays and Saturdays from June 9th through the 24th.
Yep.
And Saturdays and Sundays from June 10th through the 25th. And the Friday and Saturday programs are 7:30, and the Saturday and Sundays are 2:00. Tickets are $20.
Yep. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That's a great theater. If you've never been there.
They do a great job.
Yeah, they do. It's a real nice, up close and personal theater.
Yeah.
Stadium seating. It's good. Very nice. Len Fisher's wanting to come on, I know. As soon as I get the studio back open, we'll get him on.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else you got? Anything else? Anything new with Kiwanis?
Yeah, we had lunch meeting today and board meeting last night, and we got a number of things that are in the fire and so forth. We confirmed that the pig race made over $15,000. It's the most successful one yet.
13,000?
15,000.
Oh, wow.
15,094.
Wow.
The
That's
6
awesome.
pig races have made over $58,900.
Crazy.
We got a group going down to the Ronald McDonald House to present some stuff and see what kind of things they do.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay.
Don't forget the May issue of Marketplace is out.
I haven't got that yet. I'll get it tomorrow when I go to breakfast.
Get your copy. Lucky Squirrels on the front. Don Nicholson, our good buddy, does a good job. A lot of good stuff in here as far as events and all that. Garden City Memorial Day observance will be May 29th at 11 a.m. on Garden City Lawn, 6000 Middlebelt Road. So they're going to continue with that, which is good.
That was a big event.
Yeah, Randy
by
our
former mayor.
Yeah, Randy always did a great job with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, pick your magazine up, and that's pretty much all we have, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see who else we got in there. Anybody else? I don't want to miss anybody. If you're in there and I miss you, I'm sorry. Michael Bingo, go Tigers.
Hey, how about those Tigers?
All of a sudden they're on a winning streak.
Beat Scherzer and Verlander.
Yeah.
They're starting to play better baseball, which is good. Now the question is, can they continue to do it?
Yeah.
Now they go on the road to St. Louis and Cleveland, and we'll see what they do away from the friendly confines of Comerica Park.
Yeah. Also, Michael reminded me, for those of you that know Archie's Restaurant on Plymouth Road in Livonia, they're going to be closing in June.
Oh.
He's looking for a new place. I had mentioned to him that he'd be more than welcome in Garden City, that's for sure. I guess they're wanting to downsize, and from what I hear, they're wanting to tear his restaurant down and put a car wash up, just so that they need another car wash. So.
Yeah, hey, there's a lot of dirty cars out there.
But yeah, Archie's, they've been around since the early 80s, and great food, great people, and hopefully they'll find a place close to us or in Garden City. We would appreciate it. All right. Once again, we're always looking for guests to be on the show. If you're interested or know anyone that might be interested, we'd love to hear from you. It's very easy. Just email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, or you can message us on Facebook. It doesn't matter what community you live in. We want to hear from you. We are doing our shows remotely for now. And so you can do them from the comfort of your home or office. Come on the show and share your information with us and the surrounding communities. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you. Also, mark your calendars for next week, May 11th, when our guest will be Connie Orr. She will be here to talk about the Merriman Road Baptist Church Women's Ministry events and activities that are coming up. I guess they have a lot of stuff going on. Joy knows Connie, and she knows Merriman Road, so they have a lot of stuff. Pastor Wayne and his wife, Cindy, they do a lot of good things for the community as well.
Yes, they
She'll be
do.
here to share all that information with us, so
I should be
able
I
to
should be
join
back
us
at
there.
that time.
What's that?
I should be back by the time the show begins. Kiwanis is having their anniversary dinner on the Boblo boat. Actually, it's a luncheon.
Oh, luncheon, yeah. Hopefully you'll be back.
Yeah.
Just don't lollygag around, you'll be back.
If I lollygag too much, I'll miss the party animal bus going back.
That's
It's a
right.
long walk from the riverfront.
Yes, it is. And Uber would cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
And with that said, Mike, I think we're ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast.
We want to thank our special guest, certified life coach Joy LoPiccolo, for being here tonight. She had some great information. Once again, if you're having problems that you need to work through, give her a call. Joy is available at 734-748-2359, or you can email her, which is probably the best, at joy.embracejoycoaching@gmail.com. She'll also be on Facebook, and she's also on Instagram, so check her out. And a big thanks to my fantastic co-host, meteorologist Dr. Tom, and Mike Jones. Great job as always. Mike, any final thoughts?
No, just encourage people to continue to get vaccinated.
Yep.
Protect yourself and your family and your friends.
Yeah, I just saw on the news tonight where they list all the hospitals, what issues they're having, and COVID is still up there, along with strep throat and a lot of respiratory issues, allergies, especially right now, this time of year. So, yeah. Also, a huge thank you to each and every one of you for sharing part of your time with us tonight, and also over the years. Thank you. Also, don't forget, this show will be available right after we sign off tonight on Facebook. So we hope that you'll catch it later at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late tonight, by going to facebook.com/GCChat. And feel free to share the show with your friends as well. Also, catch us over on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@GC Community Chat Show.
We had a couple of guests at the Kiwanis meeting today.
What's that?
We had a couple of guests at the Kiwanis meeting today.
Yeah, who?
We had Doppler Tom.
Okay.
We had Joe Bartley.
All right. Good.
And we had the Key Club vice president, who's we're awarding a scholarship to because of all of his activities and so forth. He has a grade point average that's like 4.14 or something like that.
Oh, wow. Off the scale.
Involved in all kinds of stuff.
Wow. That's good. So Doppler Tom talked about weather, I'd imagine.
He said he's responsible for the weather. I don't recall him taking a lot of credit when we were having all this freezing rain. And
no, he stayed in the shadows, he said. And I would imagine Joe talked about taxes, right?
He didn't really speak, but I think he's a prospective member. He's going to take over the business that John Fleming was running. And
right. Yep, he's working on that, and he'll be good too.
Yeah.
All right. So, check out our YouTube channel, and not only this show, but all our past shows will be there. And while you're there, click on the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. And as we do at the end of all of our shows, Mike Begel, we want to thank all the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We can't thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And when you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And please don't hesitate, vaccinate. Get that booster and your flu shot, like Mike said. Protect yourself and others. And Mike, if you see something,
say something.
That's right. Look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, head on over to DopperTomsWeather.com. He's got a great user-friendly website over there. Good information. We will see you right back here next week, oh boy, what is next week? May 11th
Thanks.
for show number 621 with our guest, Connie Orr from Merriman Road Baptist Church, Women's Ministry Events and Activities. So until then, we hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to contact any of us here at the chat for any reason, once again, you can email us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know how we're doing and what you'd like to see more of. Thanks again for watching and all the comments. We really appreciate it. Please have a safe rest of your week, and we will see you next time. What do we got? Any more comments out there? Thank you. Thank you. Good show. Thank you. All right. Okay, Mike. Good night, everybody.
All right.
See ya. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. All the comments and all that. Really appreciate it. See you next week.